What's up, my YouTube family? Thanks for spending time with Tiff today. It's a sunny 68 degrees here in California, so that might be cold to some, but it's warm to others. But anyway, happy day, happy day, happy day, happy day to you. If you like what you've been hearing, please like, subscribe, by all means comment, share, and thank you for your support. I've been thinking about a couple things. A few things been on my mind this week. I was doing my thing, out at Leimert Park this week, and I was doing my thing at Leimert Park, and it's historical out there. Leimert Park, they do a lot for the community. They do a lot for, just from a vending perspective. I'm grateful to be out there. There was a great event this weekend. And there's a petition going around. And the petition is about renaming Leimert Park Africatown. And I thought that was great. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm with that. Because when you think about it, everybody has something for themselves, right? Here, even here in LA, it's Little Armenia Town, it's Koreatown, it's Little Persia area, whatever. It's all these different little towns, Little Ethiopia Town, all of that. But there's so much pushback and everything as it relates to this petition going around about that area in Leimert Park being called Africatown. And I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy because it will be good for people to come and see a lot of history in LA for African Americans, for one. For two, there's so much rich cultural connection, perspective, all of that. Shout out to Mayor Karen Bass. Now she's African American. We have a mayor now here that is African American as well, for the city of Los Angeles, so that's awesome. I think the mayor of Culver City is also African American as well. So we definitely have a presence here in this world, right? And we definitely have a history, rich roots, and culture. We definitely have that. And so it bothers me when I feel like, I know we have this whole, thing about that diversity, equity, and inclusion, in the workspace. We have, things that we talk about, Black Lives Matter movement. Shout out to them, because that's really important as well. So we have all these things, but I just feel like it bothers me when we get the pushback about having something that's for us and by us. Shout out to United One Bank. That's a black-owned bank. People can say whatever they want about black establishments or whatever, but the mere fact that they're here and they've been around is something that's huge and it's monumental. So I just feel like, we just need to wake up, to me, in that capacity sometimes. So many times it's like, and I'm gonna say this because I believe I know where it comes from, just through all my teaching, all of my research, all of my experience in life as I've been coming up, and I believe it's this. And you can tell me if I'm wrong. I would love to hear in the comment sections what you have to say. But if we think about how we came over here as a people, right? Kanye with the foolishness, talk about racism, slavery was a choice and all that old crazy crap. Shout out to Kanye, because I think some of the things that he is saying now, the man is not crazy. But that comment to me and the George Floyd one was absolutely crazy. But anyway, the way we got over here, we didn't come over here like Irish people came over here. We didn't come over here like Italians came over here. We didn't come over here like Asian people came over here. We didn't come over here like that. But we came over so grand and great, on Ellis Island, was able to set up shop, 12 people to a one-room house. Now everybody's a millionaire. We wasn't able to come over here like that. When you think about, and then people try to blame it on different African tribes. Oh, well, they was tricked and they got set up. And some of that is very, very true. Some of them got tricked. Some of them got set up. Some of them was greedy. Some of them sold each other. That's very, very, very true. Not full knowing, the full implications or what was going to happen as a result of doing that. I'll say that. But when you think about it, so then when flash up to today or now, folk get upset because they say it's a crab in a bucket syndrome. Black people trying to pull each other down. We don't want to uplift ourselves. We don't want to, stick together and all that stuff. And I'm quite sure that it's a lot of that stuff going on in a lot of different cultures. But for us, when you think about traditionally historically how we came over here, there was dissension, there was separation, there was deception. You know what I'm saying? There was all of that. There was backbiting. There was infighting in the infrastructure. There was all that stuff. And no, we didn't come over here happy, joyous, and free. And we didn't come over here with a choice. We came over here because we thought something was going to happen that did not. So then now flash up to now. So now we got slavery. We had this whole emancipation thing or whatever. All of that stuff. So now flash up to now, well, not now, I'm not saying now in this day and age, but I'm saying sharecropper time. I'm saying post emancipation, I'm saying that. I'm saying flash up to that time. So now you still got people with the slavery mindset that are still feeling owned by people. You got people that still don't know that they're free. You got that. Shout out to Juneteenth, because that's why Juneteenth is Juneteenth, because it finally got around to everybody to let us know that yes, we were free. But the thing that drives me crazy is the fact that even, and this is so elementary, but even the fact that to know that people don't like a person because of the color of their skin, period. You don't have to know me. You don't know anything about me. You don't know where I come from. You don't know any of that. But you don't like me because of the color of my skin. You don't like me because of the color or how I look. And that's just really, it's just always been sad to me. And shout out to my parents that gave me an opportunity to culturally be around different people to understand, so I'm not ignorant to different people, and I don't act on stereotypes, and I don't act like I am ignorant to being exposed to different cultures and different ways that folks interact with each other from a different cultural background or ethnicity, I guess I'll say. But the thing, it just drives me crazy because I just believe that it's so much that the thing that drives me crazy is this. It's so much richness in our roots and in our culture. It's so much, even when you think about it from a food perspective, from cuisine, right? You think about soul food cuisine. We still got folks that are ashamed or don't want to talk about the fact that we eat chitlins. We still got folks that don't even want to eat it because they feel like it's some kind of bad thing because that's what we had to eat when we were in slavery times. Let me tell you something. Them good high-end Italian restaurants and them good high-end Asian restaurants that you go to, guess what? A lot of their food that they have is traditional foods that they ate from back in the day as well, especially Italians. I learned people from Italy, poor people, they would eat the whatever part of the animal that was left. But we'll pay good money and a high price, we'll pay for that, but then act like we can't eat our traditional and cultural foods, the things that it is that the master left that we created something great with. We'll act like we don't want to do that. It's time for us to embrace who we are. You know what I'm saying? I can trace back my roots and trace them all the way back to the motherland. I know that I can. But I know this. I know that my father was born in a cotton field. I know my grandmother was a sharecropper. I know that I'm a proud American. I'm a black American. And so can't nobody run me off. Can't nobody tell me that I can't be here. Because a lot of what we have in this country was built on the backs of my ancestors and yours. I'm talking about kids being breastfed off of my grandmother's bosom. People being fed in the food that was cooked and the clothes that was washed, and how they was even able to culturally be able to be appropriate came from us. All of that came from us. Good eating, good food, clean clothes, knowing how to sew, knowing how to dress, knowing how to put stuff together, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna say I'm proud to be a black American. I am. And you can't you can't tell me I have to go anywhere, because this is where I'm from. This is where I was born. So shout out to the motherland, shout out, right? But at the same time, Be proud of being here. Don't allow people that are here, that came here just like us, to make us feel inferior. Because our history and our background may be what it is. It's a dark, dark, dark past. It is. But don't be encouraged today to know that you keep your head up high and you raise your shoulders up and you know that all the work that it is that our ancestors did, shout out to our ancestors. Because this country was built on their backs. We can vote now because of them. Do you remember how it was when it is? I don't know if you guys ever seen a movie, I think it's called Hidden Figures, where they made the lady write a whole dissertation just about jump on the back of, I mean, I'm exaggerating, but jump on the back of her head, turn around 6 times, and she had to do that shit over and over and over again. Excuse my language, because I'm getting passionate. But she had to do it over and over and over again until she could be able to vote. The young kids today, I want them to remember stuff like that. Remember the backs and the shoulders that it is that people have lived and died and bled for us to be able to do, for us to be on social media right now, for us to even go to the same bathroom as other people. I mean, come on, let's keep it a whole buck. So, you know, just today, you know, that's what's on my mind today. But I am, and that comes with the work that I've done thus far on myself as well. Being able to not only embrace myself as a woman, but embrace myself as a Black, beautiful African-American woman. Yes, I want to lose weight, and yes, I will lose weight. But to embrace myself, to get up, to wake up, to say, and look in the mirror and say, hey, you know what? I'm beautiful. My Black is beautiful. Your Black is beautiful. Our brothers, shout out to our beautiful brothers. I love them, sweet and dark chocolate. But shout out to all of our brothers. Shout out to our brothers. Shout out to our culture, because we have an amazing culture. We're smart. We're strong. You know, we're tough. You know, I don't know if anybody had an opportunity to hear Trevor Noah, my sister. You know, she called me one night. I sent you a link. Look. And so Trevor Noah said some really nice things about the African-American women who raised him. And I think, you know, sometimes we're ashamed. Not ashamed. Sometimes I hear people, you know, you don't want to talk about the, you know, the race thing. Everybody else talking about the race thing. Everybody else is proud of who they are. Everybody else is proud of their culture. They talk about white lives matter. There's white privilege. They already know all that, and they embrace that. So why can't I say Black lives matter, and why can't I say that there's richness in our roots? And why can't I say I'm a proud Black American and you can't run me out of here? Why can't I say that? What's wrong with that? That's not me being prejudiced. That's not me being biased or anything. That's about me celebrating and loving on who I am and my roots and where it is that I come from. So I'm not going to belabor the point, but I am going to tell you that chitlins and champagne taste really well together, and you should try it sometime. It's a very elevated soul food experience. Don't be afraid. I mean, if you don't eat pork, you don't eat pork. My boo, he don't eat pork, okay? But if you do, you know, embrace everything about what it is that we have. I mean, people in Hawaii eat Spam. Spam is like a thing over there, where for us, it was a derogatory thing, like we didn't have enough money. That's a whole delicacy in Hawaii, Spam. It was so interesting to me to learn that. You know, so just be proud of who we are. Celebrate who we are. Kwanzaa is right around the corner. And what I love about Kwanzaa is that it is not religious. Kwanzaa is all about the uplifting of the culture. So when we talk about, oh, I don't celebrate this, or I don't celebrate that, you celebrate you. You celebrate your family. You celebrate Kujichagulia. You celebrate self-determination. You celebrate those things, right? We celebrate those kinds of things every day. We should be uplifting the community, self-determination, all those kinds of things. We celebrate that every day. So, you know, shout out to Kwanzaa too. It's coming up right around the corner. But anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for listening today. I'd love to hear what you say in the comments. Please share in the comments. I'd love to hear it. But thanks for spending time with Tiff today. Be well. Christmas is around the corner. And Jesus is the reason for the season. You have a wonderful day. Take care.